Greetings from the two of us. Russ Hatfield here, being joined by my twin soul Kara, who is a higher dimensional member of Ashtar Command and ambassador to Sirius. For May's editorial, we give some thoughts to educational reform when it comes to paying for that education. We call it Reciprocal Education. Now, one thing we hear keeping many college graduates from achieving their dreams sooner is the student loans hanging over their heads long after they've graduated. We thought, why not find a way of making them less of a burden, but do so in a way that is fair to everyone? For a full transcript of this latest editorial, please go to our main homepage at HadesBasedNews.com. We invite you to subscribe, be kept informed of future postings on our YouTube channel from the members of Ashtar Command. And now we present Reciprocal Education. Paul lived in a country that had fallen from 30th in the world of an educated populace to 51st. The leaders of the country, seeing that the problem could only get worse, proposed a radical solution that had proven quite successful so far. Students in this country's history had mostly relied on student loans to finance their higher education in the hopes of a larger paycheck throughout their life. Many changes to the system had been proposed and enacted, yet many were left with decades of debt. What was happening was seen as a chance to recover wasted talent who often left the university or college system within the first 2 years. It took many proposals, cobbled over many years, until finally the outline of a plan was ready to be put into place. If the stress of having a student loan hanging over their heads was causing burnout and early dropout rates, the solution then was to eliminate the student loan program. What was proposed as a replacement was something called reciprocal education. That is, enough resources were committed to the program that a person's education of their 4-year degree would be waived if they were to mentor an incoming student for the first 2 years of their degree. Students could still pay for college and avoid that, so that part of the commitment was covered by the many who only wanted to go through 4 years of college. The rest could attend classes with those who were mentoring, along with an additional 2 hours at the school afterwards to assist with homework. The current program, to also waive the price of education for teaching low-income students, was kept in place for those seeking an education degree. Each student and mentor combination had a professor overseeing how they were coming along, and a panel would meet weekly to review the result of each team's progress. The results being seen after the program's inception justified everything that had been poured into the program to this point. Test results began to rise, as did student enthusiasm from the shared experience of someone learning with them. Indeed, what was happening was that the mentor was refreshing their early education in the subject, as those doing the mentoring only helped those in the same field and same sex. The mentors made the minimum wage for each state and could get additional jobs after school to supplement their income. The strongest return in immediate results were the improved test scores, as personal learning from the mentors on how to best retain the information and take tests was paying off. Another benefit being seen from the program was that the teachers would have handy teacher aides ready to explain further on a particular topic that they consider their specialty. Dropout rates dropped precipitously due to the desire of the students to make their mentors proud. The program was so successful, in fact, that it was incorporated into other facets of life. Soon, trade schools began a similar program where, after an apprentice had advanced to the professional level, they could waive the price of their apprenticeship through 2 years of helping a new apprentice begin their career in the trade. The success of the program in universities attracted better trained teachers, excited for a new challenge which still accepted foreign students who helped pay for more of the program. Across the entire educational spectrum, there were new changes taking place which lifted up the country in the ranks where they had been dropping. So, what about Paul? He was the first person to take part in the program, and many of the bugs were worked out from what he went through. It wasn't an easy start, but had a spectacular end of the beginning with the country back up in the 25th position in the world of educationally. Psychologists were still writing books about what happens when you replace owing something to a financial situation with owing something to a person who helped you through a hard time. In Love, Light, and Wisdom as One, Russ and Kara.